What I'll tell you, man.
I can out.
Lena majita robetse la.
Kazala. Una lo re ntshakane ka ska bana le out wa hapa wena.
What do you
Lang hafela lona. Imagine it would be so unsafe for me to be single. You seen me? My gosh.
Come on now. That's like saying you single, blood. Hey, you see, there's just fire here, nigga.
I want to boo.
Live in a different world because I don't think
Okay,
people know what the struggle of like actual public transport.
No. They don't even know signage.
Hey, they don't know how to.
Signage, why is it? You don't know this one. I don't know this one.
Nah, I know this one.
Panic.
Time out. Yo, welcome to it, man. It's a Klean Pair. I got my man T in the building.
Yo.
And today, man, we've got a legendary comic in the making.
Stop.
This lady literally pulled you out of the depression you had during COVID.
She did.
Without Fareida, y'all would have been in your rooms killing each other. Excuse me, Mr. Pistorius. We'll move on from that one.
Wow.
It's already happened.
Wow.
But then again, she jumps out and is now part of one of my favorite podcasts, PNC. We've got Comics Choice Nominee 2025. Miss Fareida Pharaoh to the Fize. What up?
What up? Hi, guys. Hi. Oh my gosh.
Before we even tackle,
Yes.
Before she even utters something, because we might just like end up just laughing from start to finish as soon as she opens her mouth, right? Not serious. What do we do here,
Fareida, we have a culture here that before we welcome somebody, we need to see. We make shoe contact before
Right.
we make eye contact.
Right. Where should I?
No.
Let me start with the man of the house.
Right. Oh, sorry.
Brother, what are you wearing?
No,
Yo,
listen.
guys, today, man, sorry, she's infectious. We're going to be speaking a lot like her as well. It's happening.
Apologies in advance.
What are you in, big man?
I did a bit of a throwback, right?
Right.
These are Roshi Run 2s. And these shoes had a good run late 2000s. And everybody acts like they never had them. But they used to have them in all sorts of weird and wonderful colors. And I literally just found these today.
Yep.
And I'm like, hey man, let me just have a little nostalgic moment.
They got a bit of dad swagger.
Wait.
Them dad shoes, bro.
Comfortable.
I'm just
Practical.
saying. Yeah, and I know you, immaculate kick game. You know, this is not even a diss. Your kick game is.
I'm a dad though, you're right. Though.
Yes, but I'm just saying that's like almost New
What you got on,
Balance.
What you got on?
Uniform! No, it's actually not uniform too.
These are not actually. This is something different.
I broke out of the gazelles.
By the way, he only wears gazelles.
Only?
Shabagara, that's
My
This is your side?
yeah.
Oh.
This is all he does.
We're trying.
Oh,
Yeah,
trying.
We are definitely trying.
And there's money in this cupboard. Sorry.
So I broke out of the gazelles today. My wife actually picked these. I think they, what are they called again? Specials. Yeah, specials.
Yeah, they have me a good run though as specials.
Hey, dude, there's a samba that came out as well. Sorry, I'm veering off the specials, but they almost got the same. They got the same sole. They look like, you know, the like school shoes. The girls' school shoe.
That the toughies.
Like that, man. It looks like fire.
That's
we'll actually
cute.
put it in there. Can we put it in there for them to see that samba? That samba fire. Okay.
Cute.
I don't know.
But-
Kafarida Eminana. Do I start come
Go ahead, now, I leave it to you.
It's the Indian in me, man. I can't help it.
Oh, but she.
Yes.
What you in, Fareida?
So these are the Air Jordan 1 Low GS pink foam sneaks.
Let's go.
But these are...
Full description.
Yeah, I don't want anyone to get...
Sneakerheads, though.
These.
We're actually doing our job today.
You.
These are from the kids section, actually. So I've got a very small foot.
You're a size 5.
Yes.
I'm not asking. I don't know.
Right.
It's a thing. It's a gift.
Yes. So yes, this is what I chose today, and it's my favorite color.
It's
so
going with the hat.
Oh, man.
yeah, I match.
I
Match.
And the Zaza game.
And my bag is a telephone bag that's got pink.
Oh, no, man. No,
You guys could
you
check
came
it out.
correct.
Thank you so much.
And thank you for knowing.
So we can bring it in the shot.
Thank you. I thought it was gonna disturb the set,
No,
but
podcast there.
yes, this is my handbag.
Jeez, I'm like, Kitty Cats, guys.
Kitty cats, guys. This is an actual phone that
Yeah, I was
works.
gonna say, can you tell, like, I'm at
Yeah.
2000, what actually that is?
They don't know this life. You guys don't know this life of rounding the pen.
This I'm going to tell you about in life. I don't know if you know it.
Yes.
Your parents would lock the phone, right? So there was a system where you could call with the phone locked. It's called tapping. So, Rona, we are from the east. So you go tap the receiver thing. You tap it. It was 011393. All our numbers started with.
Yeah.
So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's it. And then 1.
Hi.
And you, hey.
That sounds like.
If you don't remember
That
this.
sounds like
Bridging calls.
And then what happens is the bill comes back and your mom says, "Emanyala, guys, I was at work and there are calls happening here."
And that time, call dating, bill about 500.
That's gang money. That's
Bro, yeah,
gang money.
break you down.
Telco. And actually, what would Telco?
Oh.
So no, guys, we found a way because people
okay.
find a way.
They always
And
do.
Speaking of people finding a way, Fareida,
Yes.
comedy.
We away.
How do you find your way? I mean, Bern talked about you and everybody's locked up in lockdown.
Yeah.
And you kind of pick up your phone.
My wife actually
you turn
put
it
me to
around. Right?
her attention. Yeah. She's like, hey, baby, check this guy out.
Oh,
Sorry, T.
cute.
You can continue.
Yeah.
Thanks, Namsa.
So you turn the camera on yourself, and so tell us about how that all goes. No?
So, I started content creation in, I want to say 2014. I was still working an office job.
Mm-hmm.
I was working at Red Pepper Pictures
Oh, nice.
as a production assistant.
Yeah.
So at least you were still in the creative side.
Yes, I was.
The skivvy.
I was the biggest
Coffee.
skivvy. Bona, anything you want as the artist you want to eat. I was that girl. I was young and cute and fast on my feet. So they put me to work. And I worked there, and then so my producer at the time, Melody, said to me, listen, I know you want to do acting, but right now there are no jobs.
Yeah.
So I said, okay, cool. What do you suggest? She's like, maybe just use your social media platforms to like create skits. And I was like, oh, okay, what is a skit? She's like, it's just content that's short form. And seeing as you have Instagram, at the time it was 15 seconds.
Yes.
So having to pack in as much as you can in a 15-second video was a challenge on its own. So I decided to release a series. Every Friday I would drop 4 videos, which is a continuous story. And I just kept doing that every Friday, until one day I posted a video and DJ Zinte reposted it. My phone went dead from all the notifications I got that day.
So Zintle's got to retweet us. Then we'll get subscribers.
Perhaps.
It
Help
happened.
the other kids.
Hey, thank you. Thanks for that note.
Yeah, so it started there, and then to be honest, I never saw myself as a comedian. I just thought I had funny content.
And are you scripting any of this? Is it just off the cuff?
I don't script any of my content. Nothing is
Yes,
scripted. There's no double takes. It's
Off the
one
dome.
and done.
Wow.
That's that on that.
Freestyle.
Yes. So it's all in this medulla. Small as my head is, it's a lot of ideas in there.
Things are brewing.
Very much so.
And so it's after COVID now, and you've got all this attention, right? And Zinkla's retweeted. What's the next step? Is there a whole team coming?
Oof.
Are you looking for management? Are you looking for a platform to continue to grow what you have on the 15 seconds of Instagram?
I'm going to be transparent. Had no plan. My life is haphazard. Everything that has happened by chance. It's by opportunity, and it's by showing up. So after that video went viral, I decided to quit my job. I was like, yes, God, no, I am too big. Yeah. They know me, go brie. I can't be walking around just as a normal human being, guys. I quit my job, but at the time, MTV Base was looking for a field reporter to do Ultra at the festival.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh yeah, Nazareth is right here. I can, let's do it. So I did that, and then they.
So what do you like a VJ?
So almost like an on-ground VJ. I do interviews with people at the festival, get behind the scenes footage, all the groundwork that people don't really want to do because it's actually quite tiring, honestly. But behind and in front of the camera is tiring to do Voxies. So I did that for an entire evening, had a blast. The following Monday, I got called into a meeting. And they're like, okay, we're conceptualizing a new show for MTV Base called Musish, and we'd like you to be one of the presenters. And I was like, yeah?
No.
Okay.
I got it.
Okay, I'm there. And I started at MTV Base, and yeah, I think all the things that I've literally gotten involved in have been things that I wasn't looking for, I wasn't studying, I wasn't even in the realm for.
Damn.
But I found myself there and I had to make it work.
Then because it sounded from people from the outside looking in, it looked like, okay, from social media, there was a whole team that came and put Fareida together.
Yeah.
And now we have this sensation, right? Please explain to the people in the background of how much dedication and work that actually, like, you have to put in order to get that type of recognition.
It's endless work. It's you going against what you think is going to work.
Because there's a sister now somewhere that thinks she's funny.
Sure.
And she probably might be, but it's now that application, that second application that comes to actually put the work in. So I think that's the layer or the part that I'd like you to maybe just give our viewers just a little bit of insight of what it actually takes to make that come alive now.
So I think the sucky part about, especially in this day and age, we've kind of reached the benchmark, or rather the roof when it comes to creativity in expressing yourself in different ways. Like, people have pioneered different things that we are doing.
It's all been done.
It's kind of all been done. No idea is original, but I think the approach that you take is with what you want people to take from you. Your comedy, what is it about? People are interested in other people.
Yeah.
Your comedy should, in my opinion, give us an insight on how you think what your life is like. I mean, I make dark jokes about my parents being dead. It is what it is. I mean, shout out to my niggas, I know they're here. But at the end of the day, things that make you sad are the things that other people are trying to relate to. And if you can make that funny, if you can make it relatable, you're more likely to get people who will resonate with your comedy. So don't try and just be.
Okay. And I actually saw that when you guys were reviewing the Comics Choice Awards today.
Yes.
And there was a guy that was just working around his name. And you guys were like,
brilliant.
This guy's smart because he's marketing himself through his comic outlook, but he's putting his name in the comedy, in the satiric, I don't know what you guys call it.
It's that world of satire and
he just murked it. I remember that guy,
And you know what? I'm still very much so an infant in the comedy space. And I say that because there's people who have brought me in who have had years of experience.
I'm about to ask you about that, actually.
Yes.
That the comedy space and the creative space, it's all very, like with anything else, there's a lot of snobbery about, we've done it this way.
Yes.
This is the route to get into this level. So if you don't follow those steps, then we don't acknowledge you as a, right? How have you found your way navigating, relating to the ladies and gents that are from the traditional route of comedy?
So I don't even think my life in itself is traditional. So I don't identify with traditional values. Not that I don't respect them, because I can always understand why people do the things they do and the reason why it is to be done that way. You must build up. You have to kind of build yourself as a comedian and make a community trust you.
Yeah.
So I'm working backwards. My career is literally backwards. I started out as someone who wasn't even trying to do comedy. And then I became famous or popular. And now I'm back in a space where I have to work myself back up. Because in those spaces, people are like, well, you're already famous.
Yeah.
So are you earning your stripes? Is that
I have to.
I think I wanna focus on that. Ex-DJ, right? I used to be behind the decks. And I find that
behind
the decks.
Oh, decks. Okay. Hey.
No, not on top of decks.
What have I walked into here? I am a virgin.
I said decks.
Okay.
Behind them. Not on top, not under, not on the side. I kept it 100, dog.
Not the judging position. With your life. And he was behind the decks.
So we find that there's not a lot of DJs that are up and coming that are willing to work their hours.
Sure.
The 10 hours it's called, right? And it's actually like so profound for you to say, because we have these DJs that are booked now for aesthetics and they don't understand the craft. And then after the whole game is now over, the aesthetic game, there's nothing to fall back on from a craft perspective. So I actually admire what you're doing, because you already got the fame that most of these and that's what happens, your social media hit, right? So all of them come, some of them turn into DJs and they just play horses, and after the horses have been running, it's done. You know, it's like we've been in situations where there was a lady that was hired specifically just for aesthetics, and that club now is closed. You know.
Oh, hectic.
Yeah. So I actually respect what you're doing. I mean, you are in Fareida. You are in it right now. For me, you're sitting daily with my favorite comedian in the world.
Sure.
Pops is my favorite in the world, not just in South Africa, right? And he's top 3. So for you
I think he's riding those decks.
Poporito, you my G. You know.
I am dead.
We'll talk. But I'm just saying, I mean,
Shout out to Paul. That's my nigga, yeah.
Sure, best friend.
I mean, for Fareida to just to say that she's willing to work in the hours inside the game.
Yeah.
Come on, man, we don't get that no more.
It's scary. It's very scary. Oh, yo, guys, it's intimidating. I don't lie to you. Yeah, today I'm getting it off my chest for real. It's in. Thanks. I actually did that song, but yeah. Anyway.
It's a counseling couch.
You know, thanks, guys. I feel so comfortable.
Let me tell you something. Joe, watch that show.
Yeah, I know you do. You know the stings. That's how I know he's a real cheese gang member.
We'll talk about it after. Let's get
Ride those decks.
I win, man. Yeah, man.
When I get this is an audition. This is the callback.
Right.
The callback.
Right.
That's.
I'm gonna need another beer after.
I'm always willing to learn, especially if it's something that I've been kind of pushed to do. For people who are seasoned comedians to be like, you have something, just try it out.
Yeah,
word.
Just do it. Hey, it can't be from nowhere that people are like, just do it. No one would give me the time, especially if they think I'm whack.
Yeah, and I commend the guys that are, because also, like I said, like it can be the DJ space, or it can be your comedy or acting or even corporate stuff, right? People, as long as you are outside of the norm, they kind of like, okay.
Sure.
And now that the fact that they've embraced you, you must have something special. So I like that. I like that for the industry, because that's the only way it kind of grows. If we don't kind of stick to what we think is supposed to be.
Yes.
So that's pretty dope.
Yes.
And then how's I hate doing this, like splitting the genders.
Yes.
But I would like to, just for the sake of this conversation right now, is that how's the female side of the comedians receiving you? How are they? Because I see you working with a lot of guys, and it seems like they mentoring you. But where? And then obviously Celeste, right? I've seen you around her. But
love her.
Like, are there more female comedians backing you, or are you guys still in the infancy stage there with building a community of female comedians?
I want to be politically correct, because I also don't want to like step on any toes. But I feel like the female comedian, and I get why you don't want to split it, because it's not like a female-male thing.
Yeah.
It's an industry. Yes.
Now
as a comic, yes.
You're right.
So in the comedic space, the females that are in comedy, from my personal opinion, I feel like we're still in our infancy stage. We're still trying to find ourselves. And I think it's also hard when you're trying to find yourself to kind of give someone else, you know, like a push. Because it's like, I'm trying to eat. I'm trying to find stage time. I'm trying to perform. I have no capacity to be like, hey girl, you know, we can. There are people who I've had conversations with who are like, listen, now that you're in the space, let's hold each other's hands and walk together and do this thing. And I'm like, let's do it. But unfortunately, the men outnumber the women at this stage of the game. So I don't know how.
It's not like that in real life.
No. We
I would be boring.
I'd be out.
Anyway, yeah,
I'd be out of here. But that's a story for another day. But I think that we can always it's a male-dominated industry anyway. I can count how many female comedians that most people know on one hand.
That are getting corporate gigs.
Exactly.
Getting stand-up.
Do you want to do that, T?
Getting commercial value stuff.
Who of the comedians in the female space do you know are doing are on a national level?
Whew.
In your opinion, this is an opinion. It's not a fact. This is just based on what people see and hear.
Celeste.
I have to be respectful. I'm married. I don't see other women.
Right. This is just for studies purposes.
Oh, okay. Even now,
I'm not here. I'm not here.
But on a serious note, it's almost like it's been the same 4 or 5 for the last 10 years.
Okay.
So I'm talking. Someone who's kind of done social is back now again, because that's now Coconut Kels is now then back again now because it's.
Mm-hmm.
Was she a comedian?
Yeah, no, she kind of took a similar route. Yeah, right. Something that started online and kind of grew and had that prominence. She was actually voted for one of the Savanna Awards a couple of years ago.
Yes, she was. Yes, she was. I love her content.
But then again, like I'm saying, it will be Celeste, it will be Dumi, it will be there is
Nina Hasty.
Nina, and then right?
Yeah. And you know what? For those that you've mentioned, who you have seen quite frequently, they've worked really hard.
Yeah.
It's hard enough to just make it.
Saying, these are people that are like 10, 15 years deep.
Yes, 20 years deep who've been doing this thing.
Yeah.
So to be able to be in a space where Celeste is saying, hey man, I really love that set. This is how you can do it. I'm like, oh, okay, cool.
And at the same time, when Fareida, in as much as they've been 10 years, in that 10 years, there's been Dimpi Dimbongo there.
Yes, there's been many people who have come in and change the trajectory of comedy as is. So now we all have to kind of move with the times as well.
SPF 50 niggas. No, I'm not.
He's gonna be taken if he starts walking at night. They'll take him.
Put in the dark. Okay, sharp.
This is under satiric what so nobody can sue us. Okay, but a comedian.
Nah, don't use me. I'm poor.
This is the first time to use Fareida. And personally experience how.
You're being sued. Oh no, I'm tired. I'm tired.
Do you want to dig into that quickly? Was that something? Like, was there major concern from the community, or was this a specific person? And I don't want to name.
Yeah, I don't.
We don't want to make people relevant.
Sure.
SABC1 died a long time ago.
That culture of ladies died with SABC1.
Yeah.
So did she. But at the end of the day, I feel like I know that even the people of that community didn't take it that way.
Yo, but you guys at your 50th, nah?
No.
And y'all ripped into that lady.
Some of my best friends are gay, and I tell them all the time, yo nigga, that's gay. And
that's gay, yes. It's not offensive. And you know what my problem was? You have someone who is not within the disability that is taking offense on behalf of the community. No, guys, I can't feel. One, it's gonna sound. There's a double entendre as I'm gonna say this.
What you should have done, you should have disabled the chats. The comments.
Hey, dog, I think they're gonna pick you up.
Yo,
dog, are you gonna
I'm leaving this chat now. I'm done. I dealt with this for weeks. That lady would not let up.
Was she busy with you like that?
My brother, every day she would tag me on stories. She would put up a story. I had an interview that she went back and referred to.
What?
She said, I have no regard for this community. I said, but I'm just as disabled as them. I can't see.
Yeah, like, can you see what color?
I can't see who's here. I don't know where I am.
Damn, son.
Okay, so how long did that last, man?
That lasted a good 2 months.
And is it squashed now?
I don't know. I blocked and I moved on.
So, and here's the thing. So, that's the other side of your fandom, right? So everybody's like, oh my gosh, she's doing great stuff.
Yes.
Right? But there's always somebody who's looking to be offended, right? And
of course.
think I love what social media and free access media, like where we have our stuff living on YouTube, what it allows for people like us to create content that is not restricted by
some dick producer or
Yeah,
some channel
like-
manager.
Yeah.
Or like the big corporations dictating how we move, right? But the other side of that is then it opens up. Everybody's an expert and everybody is a critic and everybody is going to have an opinion, or people are sitting waiting to be offended by what you say.
Yes.
And for me, going back to the comedy, the people that have always been comedians that I revere are ones that push you to acknowledge the stuff that you're uncomfortable to, like, and then you're like, it is funny, and you're like, but it's a little dark, right? But you realize, oh snap, they're giving me a perspective that's actually great.
Yes.
George Carlin, by the way, is my favorite. George Carlin is
Brilliant.
amazing. No, he didn't start me on atheism. No, he did not.
He was on the go in.
But he affirmed it.
Okay. Yes.
Exactly. So people like that, I think they kind of push boundaries and norms, and I want the world to get back to that. I don't want people to be so precious about, like, he teased me about
His knees.
exactly.
What's wrong with his knees?
But the knees, this
45.
is the disease. He says,
Oh, this-
Kisinyana, no.
Jakobana.
No.
We're meeting in the middle. I'm also like that, don't worry.
You guys want to do this? Sorry guys, I said disability.
I said disability, Jay.
When I get
You're okay. Like not tell it.
guys, I'm working on this thing. If you have
How do you work on this?
We talk about a young
How do you work on this?
Ukrem Samuel, you must put a pillow in between.
It's a credit
And
bracket.
then you must hold it down there at the bottom. And
It's worse because you're tall. So now, mutele, wakopana, boom.
No, that's how it all started, right?
And I think
with the legs coming up.
Ne?
Yeah.
Like this.
Yeah.
Ne?
But now with your leg game, you're
that
going
one-
to have to
no,
start
no.
there.
But-
How are we going to bring that together?
okay, are you guys done now?
No, I'm done. I'm done.
just-
I'm done.
Man.
Because whoever's going to laugh at my leg,
And auto play man because
You
kiteng.
wanna-
Kiwe,
sorry,
wabon.
listen,
Sorry, no.
I'm still better
I'm
looking
picking
than
out
you.
the
though.
titi in me today.
Ooh,
Today I'm like,
you didn't hear this one. Ish. How you
I'm
answer?
still better looking than you. At my age, if you can pull off this look, this shirt, this
With the chest out, mind you.
either for my last week or the
kiss, or not.
And you know, actually, kiss in any benefit, actually.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
changing. I mean, I'm looking for something.
If you
From
think
your
about it, ne, if it's together, that means that other thing is.
You know what? I think let's
Think about
let's
it.
you know
I'm
what?
helping you here, bruh.
Wait,
No,
Ukare.
ladies,
Yeah.
we don't do
Yo,
that. We
okay.
don't do that.
Sure.
I'm helping you here,
I'm
bruh.
feeling a
That's
little-
actually some shit. Yeah, that's some shit. Fareida, let's get back to it.
Yeah, let's do
Yeah,
that.
but my baby snakes, no, baby girl.
Oh, thanks, these snakes.
Sharp,
Kelbo, how about you?
Something.
Oh, what?
just devour them.
Thanks.
Or scopper something. Yo, so it's after COVID, it's now Fareida's in her own journey, trying to find her way. There's MTV that asked her to do some stuff. Can I get into fast forward motion if you
Yeah,
guys
yeah,
don't
yeah.
mind? But how do you get into PNC? And I want to talk the PNC that was in Randburg. Then we'll talk about the one that's in the township. Cause that girl Pharoahfi at your 50th,
Love her so much.
She was dope. I was like, when I was watching, I was like, that's it, girl.
Hey, Michelle.
Back. Shout out to Michelle.
Yes.
So, how do you get put onto the team, the PNC team, after the robot went red, and then there was just Titi
Yo.
and my man's Paul.
So.
So you got it then. T doesn't watch that stuff.
I'm gonna get incriminated
that
for
time.
too many things. But okay. I got called to do an interview before the move and the swap and the cabinet reshuffle happened. I went for my first interview. The footage got corrupt.
T, do you know what happened in that story?
No.
Do you go for
Oh,
background?
please, can you?
So,
'Cause
so
now-
Anna Mane da, nta presenter le pops.
Yeah.
The Bali 2.
Yeah.
Anna Mane, he wasn't feeling it or they weren't feeling him. I'm not too sure of the politics.
I don't know either.
Mara,
This is now still at.
still at Randburg.
Yeah.
And then they used to call it popcorn and cheese.
Yeah.
Right? And at that time, obviously I'm a heavy chiller, so anything that's gonna get like duplicated or remade or they
Yeah.
put out something else, I'm gonna follow what Mac and them because I'm a chiller, dude.
Yeah.
I love the network. So then I watched PNC. I was like, hey man, this is pure Minati, bro. Actually.
Yeah.
No, actually it wasn't pure Minati then. It was popcorn and
I was
cheese.
gonna ask you about.
Yes.
So let me come with it correct. My bad. That was too forward. Because then it was just two guys talking about things happening.
Mm-hmm.
And they used to do, but you know I don't want to mention homie name because he's tight with our PR lady. And we don't want to get that thing out there like we got beef with homie. Okay. We don't have beef.
There's no beef.
But we have to tell the story because nowadays when you mention names, they're like, that guy mentioned my name, blah, blah, blah. So
no, I don't have beef in advance.
And we want to also secure. Yeah, no, we're not coming with So that money, there was called, they split. Then I saw PNC, People Need Comedy. It made so much sense to me more than popcorn and cheese because then I saw Poporito was just freestyling there, you know.
He's great.
Yeah, it made so much sense. Then Fareida came on. I was like, oh my God, this is how the Power Rangers, you know when the Power Rangers are
assembled.
Yeah. Then I was like, I'm watching.
Oh, so Fareida was the heart.
We can say. But how?
Yes, girl.
Who discovers Fareida?
So I think it was a joint venture. I think it was a discussion between the gents. Like after the first interview I had to come back and do a second interview.
Yeah.
And I think they really enjoyed.
Like a screen test type thing.
It wasn't even a screen test. It was literally me being interviewed as a person.
Whoa. Oh, so you're sitting.
So I was a guest.
Oh, okay.
I was a guest the first time. My footage got corrupt. They called me for a second one. I did that.
It happens, by the way.
It really does. Shame. Let's just hope this time it's not corrupt because now everywhere I go.
And then we can't afford Fareida to come here again.
I mean, I'll do it.
So now the thing is, if they corrupt, they don't have
There's violence on the set, dude.
I'm loving this. Yeah.
We can only accept that one time.
My goodness. So I then went and I did an episode. I did 2 episodes where they asked me to stand in. I think the other person was overseas at the time. So we did 2 episodes back to back. And I think after that, those 2, they discussed and they said, no.
Fire.
Maybe let's ask this girl if she wants to do this. And I was like, yeah, I would love to. It was so nice being on that set. It felt like being like kohai.
Was that a podcast and chill decision or was that a PNC decision?
I don't know. I just work there.
Okay.
Just an employee. I don't know. Maybe I don't know.
Because we came out to Randburg.
I'm just happy to be employed.
We came out to Randburg and we saw how luckily the guys Bala and them gave us insights of how things happen and we took a walk through and it was such a great big family amongst all the shows. Are you guys still getting along?
Look, you know what? I think I'm going to not say anything because
just
yes.
To keep it clean,
I have never had a problem with my brother. I've
we had
never had a problem.
Show last week.
Yes, I saw the trailer.
Well, shout out Nkamulo, my guy, man, what a guy. And I told him he serves our generation, and then Maz and Tahi serve that younger audience. And when I look at PNC, it's cross-generational. I can't say Titi targets a specific audience because sometimes Titi's funny, but sometimes Titi's emotional. And human beings are all those things, you know what I mean? And then there's Fareida. Sometimes you are like hilarious, and then yesterday's show into Chica Machita on stage, you know? And then there's Pops. Pops has got that fatherly, brotherly, you know? The way the show comes together, is that how you guys, is this happening organically? Or is it something scripted?
It's definitely organic. I think we just fell into place with each other. I think it's nice to work with people who are personable. You can ask questions, you can be curious, you can learn, you can show, you can teach. The platform is open for people to be expressive. And I think that what they're doing as seasoned comedians, bringing in the younger ones like the rest of us, who want to do stuff like this and making us feel included is the thing that's been missing. I think in most industries we get in and it's like, I fought to be here. But we don't grow as an industry if we don't let people in.
So Fareida, I've seen you do stand-up now.
Yes, you have.
And now how is that? So from somebody who's now told me, I wasn't trying to do comedy, I wasn't trying to, now you're doing stand-up. Talk to me.
Yeah.
I like that moment of silence. Because it shows that you're actually taking it very seriously.
From the comedians I know, that is like
Holy Grail.
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
it is. It's
so, how's that been?
Firstly, I respect the space. I think sometimes we downplay what we do because we see it as just a part of who we are. but we don't realize the things that we do can change people's lives with or without our direct involvement. So I respect the space. Secondly, doing stand-up comedy requires a different kind of confidence. It's not like presenting. It's not like emceeing.
Yeah.
It's not like television. It's not like anything. When you are in front of an audience who is expecting you to laugh,
be funny with.
be funny. I paid money.
From where to go.
Yeah.
Even your end has to have a different texture.
So now, as a performer, you're going through your set in your mind. You're like, "Oh, these people are not laughing. What must happen?"
Yeah.
And comedians will tell you, you have to go through that. You must. They call it dying on stage.
Yes.
Yeah.
Have you died?
I think I have.
Rip.
How does that feel?
R.I.P. bro.
Yeah, no.
Jesus, I didn't even bring flowers. But they didn't call the flowers wreaths.
Yeah, it's definitely. Oh, when not to sing, all right. My blow, ali. Yeah. Where's the shapes? The briefs. I think it's like a character building exercise for one, and also because of what I'm dealing with. And I say dealing with not because it's like a disease or anything. Me being popular before being someone who's in comedy makes the expectation higher. So people know you for what you do. People don't know you for what you do. You're popular in that part of the world. Once you come to stand-up comedy, people don't know who you are.
No,
you're a different audience there.
Where are you performing now? Clubs?
I do Bioscope. When they feel, when I ask, hey guys, do you guys have space? Can you, there's artistry. I want to start doing.
We need to go out to
artistry,
bro.
guys. Sundays is for comedy.
Sister, you know what, ne? Our show pops off on a Sunday.
Oh, shucks.
8 o'clock in the morning.
Oh.
And then we use the rest of the day to celebrate how you guys watch your show. We also have our own show.
Oh no, I get that. I get it.
And then from there I switch off our watch.
I get it. No, I get it. It's fine.
But
one day
we have to go. We really have to go.
One day. I mean,
Thanks.
Please come to either Bioscope Artistry. You're more than welcome.
Are you guys busy this week?
I'm that guy. If a lady
Bioscope is on.
I'll come.
Please come to Bioscope.
And actually, T, we need to go there, because we've said it to ourselves. So the PNC.
And I'm glad you guys are not.
It's okay. I got you, and I just decided to move on.
Sorry, I couldn't hear the English. My lack of English didn't catch me.
Autofedo.
No, that's fine.
Alfios. That's his other name.
Yeah, it
Is that your real name?
Yeah, Alfios.
I'm so sorry.
Alfios.
Oh my goodness. Yo, umutwakale.
That's what.
Give Gerald.
Yeah. So now you guys make that transition from Randburg. I'd say, I don't know where you guys are at now because I haven't been there.
Yeah, we're in a secret location.
I can see that there's just shack dwellings there in the back.
We are starting again.
I even sent Pops an email. I said, bro, if you guys need a studio for my 2 minutes, 3 seconds.
Guys.
Because you know how I pictured it? I was like, that could be TT, and then that's Fareida,
right.
And then that's Poporito.
No.
We were saying, we want to come to your guys' set and go through the sneakers.
They didn't want. Instead, I sat in the sun and I burned. I have 3rd-degree burns as we speak right now. Get chilly on my right side. I have a sports bra. Sunburn mark. Yeah, crop top. You've cost me my life.
You'll blend in Deco Coachella guy or another.
Who's the comedian here?
Hi.
You I?
Confused.
How about you confused? Can't you hear Alfie?
Yo, let me tell you something.
No, wait, let's talk about Alfie.
When my cousins hear that, they're gonna appreciate you guys so much, brother. Because that's what they call me, Coach Alfie.
Must be proud of who you are. That Alfie is one when you get older, but the Alfios.
Okay, Alfios. So, how's it?
Where is that Alfios? That Alfios is taking him.
I have to update. Well, updating limits when you start the show.
Please, guys, no more the other Alfios from now on.
And you know how they say it, Coach Alfie, but Alfios.
Oh my God.
So I'm like, oh, you guys actually are not saying it right.
Alright.
Put in the Greek tongue in it, Alfios.
Alfios.
I know Alfios. So I just getting back to it. So we said to Poporito, you guys can come through here while you guys.
This would have been cute.
And I've seen obviously the development. How's that transition, man?
It's difficult, but I think it's exciting.
I am
It's so cool.
I told T, I said, T, they were looking at what's happening inside the network where you guys were at in network. And when I see PNC, it's I'm gonna be straight. Fuck it, let's be straight. I could run a podcast now.
Finally.
Yeah.
Oh.
So finally.
Release the dragons.
I mean, you didn't
Finally.
But PNC is bankable anyone. And it doesn't need to be under a wing of a particular network. And that's just greatness of what that network did for PNC.
Yes.
So I have to applaud them.
Yes, definitely.
But I also have to applaud your team and you guys' foresight to say, okay, we've learned, we've gotten our stripes, we've earned all that. Let's now get out of here. You know. And when a kid leaves the home and they move out, you can either return or you can flourish. Where you guys are?
I think we are definitely flying forward to flourish. I think
The TV's on the floor.
Yeah, no, the TV. Let's start. Starting again is scary,
Yeah.
but it's the only way you grow.
Yep.
I think it was important for us to have. I genuinely came onto the team with a well-oiled machine in terms of network, because they had already given each other like time and they have a rapport with each other. And I think that Mac did an amazing thing with bringing people in underneath the network and creating this hub of creators with podcasts that have things to say that people are interested in. And I, for one, won't even ever deny him that and say, you know what,
Boss
Mac,
move.
that was
Boss move.
that was boss times 10. And I think what elevated the boss level was the other team saying, hey man, I think this was great. Maybe let's see what we can do.
Yeah.
There's
levels of
you get
boss application.
Yes. So for us to also have the faith that we can make this work because other people want to make it work with us. Let's go.
Do you guys have a vision of them almost doing something similar and creating like because you guys are like the funny people, right? So is it going to be like the funny people network? Because Community Central like Raisalite,
No.
right?
Buffett.
PMS.
It did fail.
PMS, right?
Yes.
Something iconic, something that should be in the museum.
Historic,
It should have still lived, by the way.
It should be in things die.
Saturday Night Live is still up, dog.
Things die, dog.
But Saturday Night Live.
That's gonna die too.
Yeah,
okay, let's talk about your ex. Did that not end?
Okay. You know what? Like you said, this
I'm happy that came to an end.
Great things end, right? I think it's an opportunity then for something else to grow in their place. So, is there a vision when you guys are now have moved away from the podcast and chill network to then scale to something similar?
I don't think the idea is... So, it starts off with PNC being the flagship show of the network, SABS. And that's comedy, right? But I don't think that that's where it ends. I think it's...
a sports show.
Yes.
Tuesdays.
So we're expanding, and it's like... The idea is to create nostalgia. You guys remember SABC in its prime?
And I can even hear the song when it starts. It's almost like,
Remember they used to have TV guides?
yeah.
We're giving people easy viewing because right now viewing is so difficult. Like as easy as it is to get on the internet and stream something, we miss the nostalgia of interaction with people, having like, I don't want to divulge ideas because I could be,
Let it find us.
Yo, I don't know if I can say you away.
But you know what? I hear what she's saying because as well, like off Netflix, right? It takes so long to actually find what you wanna watch on Netflix. Right?
Yeah.
And then with podcast networks, you know what's happening, and if you own the day and then end up owning the week, it gives us the audience more stuff to consume, and that's how I think that's what you are getting to, you know.
Yes.
So they've got 3 days in the week. that you
Yes,
guys are
so
running
far,
now.
so far.
Okay.
I think whichever way you guys take it, whichever way it goes organically, we are loving watching this space grow. And I think we spoke about this with Nota when he was here. That
Yes.
I'm not interested in the politics, the beefs, the who left who.
Oh yeah, we're
what.
not about that.
As long as we are all kind of showing up, switching on the lights, and showing up for each other. That's
Agreed.
why I appreciate you rocking up here today. And
With our little
Right.
3.5
I love it here.
subscribers, 300 and 500. Yeah, we gotta give that. Yo,
really.
shut up.
Shout out to all the subscribers.
3,500 subscribers.
It's
We're
so
on
dope,
their
man.
way.
Love that.
We've only been alive for 6 months, yo.
Well done, guys.
Come on now.
Woo, woo.
And we got Fareida in the building.
I mean, I'm just
Come
a
on,
small
season
girl.
2 just on fire. Sorry,
Small
Tia, but
girl,
excited
big
there,
dreams.
blood.
I love that. I love that. Well done, action, real
Yeah,
note.
we-
well
and,
done.
And it's been, and I don't want to labor the point of the toil of it and how to make it work.
Sure.
I say, all of us, if you've been a creative, if you've been anything worthwhile, you know there's ups, there's downs, there's peaks, there's troughs. But us doing this, it's so important. And thank you for showing up.
Thank you for having me.
And so, what I'll tell you, man.
I get out.
Le nama digital robetse da.
Kuyadlala. Unalora nthwakane kasikabana liyawuthi wahapha wena.
What do you
La
mean?
ngihafela lona. Imagine it would be so unsafe for me to be single. You seen me? My gosh.
Come on now.
I've got questions.
That's like saying you single, blood. Hey, you see, there's just fire here, nigga.
I want to boo.
Anyway, I just want to, before she even digs there,
You can't acknowledge me.
On confront so hakimoto. Right.
just a quick one, Fareida. On set, and actually on stage, what are you wearing? What's your focus on stage? Because I saw you on the 50th. Girl, arre, mama. Heels down.
Yeah.
But normally I see you in kick game.
Yes.
And I was like, okay, for special occasion, 50,000
Yes,
subscribers.
yes.
She came out there. But what are you wearing on stage? What's going on? What is your decision
Ooh.
process looking like?
I always want to look like a cool girl. Like today's outfit is
So
just.
not girly girl.
No, I'm a. Ooh. Wait till you get lawyer sometimes because I thought about it, I was like, they're going to ask me this question, watch.
Yeah.
In my mind, I literally rehearsed the answer. I was like, oh, just tell them this.
Yeah.
I like making boy clothes look pretty.
You're like my wife.
So this men's section, I got this from my
There's some niggas
brother-in-law.
I've seen where they say, no,
Yeah. So when I'm on stage, I'm always looking for comfort, but I also want to look cool, and I want it to be a spark of my personality.
Okay, so when banyana bafana.
Yours. You're not getting an eyebrow wig, but tracksuit pants, sneakers.
With that being said, when is your special? Because I've been here.
Special?
The special. The Fareida special.
Mine?
Can we have a one-man
that.
show?
We need
What's
that.
going? Come on.
Guys,
now.
give me a year,
We out
please.
there, man. We out there.
No, what do you do? Why do you do
Did
it?
he-
Unale, Ejo.
No.
Also, unale podcast, every day, ne? Unale stand up, unale phone, unale back.
No, guys. No, I'm not ready. I'm
Special
not.
and 2 beers.
Give me a year. For real.
Yeah.
Like, come in. Give me a year. I need to do the groundwork first. I want to make myself
Are you
browse.
building it though?
I am. I'm trying. It's also scary. I kind of, you know what? Yo, way.
You know
Yeah.
what we did wrong before we started this? We overthought it. Like we're overthinking
I
it all
think.
the time.
I think that's the
And
thing.
then we were like, we need perfection, we need that. And there was a time where teachers called me and said, bro, let's just do it.
Yeah, I think.
And then we just literally got into his garage and we just kicked it.
I kind of have to just like brave it out and do the things that are scaring me because it's scary. But if I do it, then I'll feel achieved. And if I don't do it, then I'm just going to be stuck here thinking, what can I do? What if? And I don't want people to waste I don't want you to waste your vote of confidence on my lack of showing up.
I love that.
I don't want you to be like, yeah, Fareida can do it, and then I get there and I don't show up.
You love your craft.
So this is
Yes.
also part of your 10 hours.
Oh,
This is also part of your 10 hours, no?
yeah.
This is also part of your 10 hours.
This it could be. Actually, no, it doesn't count. This doesn't count. I'm not performing.
Okay. Because I think you'd kill the stage.
Thank you so much.
The personalities there, I mean,
Please,
it's
before you get on decks again. I want to go see her. Do stand up, right?
Come
Because
and
I think
see.
stand up for me, ne? It's the ultimate bareness where you are naked and you're
Yes.
standing there. these lights are on you. You can't see us there.
No.
Right? And then you got to still deliver, right?
Yes.
I want to see. So where can people see you? No?
Come to Bioscope Sundays every Sunday, 44 Stanley. Artistry happens
What's
every...
the parking situation?
Oh, guys, don't worry. If you can just come together, rather Uber.
Yeah, we're gonna consume.
Hey, Uber, because you're gonna consume. So Uber, yourselves there.
Okay. Yeah.
And then artistry happens every second Sunday, if I'm not mistaken. But check out our social media pages for surety. But I'll be there
Before
on
she
Sunday.
goes, 50,000 subscribers
Yes.
on PNC. How are you guys feeling? It's actually, let me get back to the correction. It's 53,000.
Please.
How are you feeling about that since the transition? And what's the next, say, milestone?
The next milestone is 100K. I'm hoping we can do that before the half year mark, maybe September. Let's say September, we can do 100K, 150K, you know. I have faith in the cheese gang. I don't want to call them cheese babies anymore because they are grown men and women.
Now we're a gang. We're a gang. Yeah.
Gang. I think that... what was the question?
Now you're gonna get me now.
Right.
So I'll say
What's in this thing? Spring water.
I'm saying, what's the milestone?
Yes, the next milestone is going to be, I think, either 100K or 150, but I think 100K is up next. And I think we'll do another live show.
We're ready for that.
I think so.
Can we come through your set, man? We want to preview the sneaker
By the
game
way,
because
this
the last
thing-
time we were there.
This was an interview where we finally went to.
And you guys are hilarious. You're absolutely hilarious. I think the audience loves you. 3,000 of these people decided to subscribe here.
Yo,
There's a reason why they're here.
We can't have 3,000 people in this house.
He's right.
You can't. And you know what? He's so right about thinking about. There's 20 people who like your post. We're not worried. Wait, we're nearly 50 million. Why is it 50 million? Can't even fit in Mall of Africa. Don't be ridiculous, man.
So, man, yes.
Be thankful for 5 or 2.
Hi, I was grateful at 1,000.
You
I'm
get
moving.
1,000 people is a concert. That's the Lyric Theatre. Do you know the Lyric Theatre? That's 1,000 people.
Go on.
Damn.
Fareida, I'm looking forward to us sitting here together next year.
Ooh.
And we are in...
Rwaka comedy
Take the
special.
set, ne?
Rico Bali.
Born.
We're actually hyping her comedy's special.
Stop it
We are
right now.
opening for her.
Stop
Born.
it
This was
right
an audition. We are opening for her. Listen, Kevin Hart, Wafeta of Joan Ortega.
And pas renare di yellow bone Kevin Hart. Yellow bones about Africa.
We are
cannot
ready.
do this.
Original
I think it's such a beautiful journey having viewed it, and now it's somebody now I can say I know her now. Not just
Yes.
reaction. It's so dope.
But we said it when we saw her when we were doing the tour in Rand.
Yeah.
We immediately, I won't lie, Fareida,
Yeah.
as soon as we got into the car to reverse, we're like, yo, dog, gotta get Fareida on.
Hectic.
She got, did you see the sneaker game?
Hectic.
Nigga. And that's exactly what he said.
Hectic.
So,
No, thank you
man, thank
guys.
you for coming through. And I'm gonna say this to you, like I said to Nota, you appreciate the podcast space community no matter how many numbers.
Mm-hmm.
And we appreciate that because we've knocked on, and now this is not me bashing at the people that have refused to come here,
Sure,
right?
sure.
But I like the fact that you and Nota and everybody else that's come on shows like this or have similar subscribers to what we have, you see each number as important.
Oh, everyone is
because
important.
the community's got to grow.
Yes.
You know what's important? Legs on wine, guys.
Oh, one more thing, T, before we go. They want to regulate podcasts.
Our job's at risk.
Apparently, that makes me mad. There's kids in Pretoria smoking all sorts of stuff, guys.
And why you tell how you feel
Yeah.
about
prioritize what's a priority, right? Our opinions and ours creating entertainment or sharing opinions is
or
not more
creating
important
employment.
than what is a pandemic that is literally disabling our whole country. I did this whole disabled thing again. I don't know
Why do you keep
It's
doing
a
this?
callback.
You are a comedian. Why would you call back? Comedian is not call back.
I think I'm out there for tea now.
So I think make the main thing the main thing. So I that's why politicians, I don't really, I understand their whole stake. I understand what they do. But that can't be you policing what people are talking about on a podcast when you have literal societal problems every day.
They don't
that
even
should
have
be
the follow
priority.
through, bro.
Sure.
Can I just leave it at this, ne?
I leave everything.
So there was a question at the live show that I think someone asked was like, what do you think is going to help us change the situation in this country? Is it going to be us? Is it going to be the older people leaving?
Yeah.
And I remember saying, I think that we are not all fighting for a common cause. We don't have a cause to fight for, therefore we're not fighting for anything except for bottles and bums and babes.
Yeah.
So now you're sitting with people who are going to try and limit freedom of speech with things like podcasts. This is the last of your problems. There are children who can't go to school.
Facts.
There are people who have no electricity.
No water.
There's no water.
There's men with kiss.
You understand?
And
the pandemic of kiss is taking over.
PPE.
You know, the beards are also missing. There are people with fingers missing. You are worried about podcasts.
Even I'm sitting like this and they're still trying to come together.
Eh?
For time, man.
People are dry. You're worried about podcasts. Worried? Can you say wrong?
Be better, people.
Maybe. I think also if there was a mechanism that could like sweep out the government.
One from Kimpama.
I think so. From a youth or something that doesn't give a damn. Hot. Okay.
You know what happens, no? And this is not even like, it's true to human nature, it's true to society, no? People come in, especially in things like that, as a radical with, I've got the right ideas. And then you get to see what everybody's doing on the other side.
Yes.
And then you get lost in the story.
Yes. Or you can't fight the system any longer and you just give in.
Right now, Dieba Kubile that man is staying here because of weight gain. Because Ujile Nyongo after ministry.
I get that man is Sativa Mhodu Monday.
Aye. Opila Kote.
So that's literally it. And
it's terrible.
It's not even it's human nature, guys.
It's terrible.
I go kick turn, say you busy, go jacuzzi and weather.
If the highlights, or isn't the highlights, the 10 guys, I might change on you guys.
No, it's who you are. You're not gonna change. You just have the money and the means.
So
Mara kiss you know.
I can't help it. That is yours to deal with.
Yo, we gotta get out of here, T. I wanna just say, Fareida, thank you, man. Yo, this has been fire.
Having me, guys.
I love making magic.
She's so dope.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
And your sneaker game today, it was mild.
It was. I didn't want to scare the people, man.
No, I know how I saw you first.
I know.
I know how I saw you first. Thank you for coming out. This is the Klean Pair. I got my man T the beauty. Fareida, Fareezy, to the fizzy.
You know what it is, eh?
Izzo, all of that.
Not cancer.
Let's
Bye.
go. Word. Magic.
That was so nice, guys.
Magic.